Hello, my name is Jill Solana, and this is my Civil Liberties and African American Psychological Wellbeing Contemporary Analyst. So, I would like to first off start off by talking about the two civil rights most important to the current state affairs of African Americans. Which the first topic I want to talk about is voting rights. This is very important because this is something that we fought for during the civil rights movement, and we were then allowed the right to vote within America during that process. Um, Voting rights remain one of the most important civil rights today, and this gives us access to fair voting and determine who's going to run our state, who's going to run our country, political representations, policy decisions, and it also helps our resources within the Black community. Uh, Restrictions such as voter IDs, reduced polling locations, and voter roll purges continue to disproportionately impact African Americans. We see this at NCAT. Our voting polls have been revoked from us, and we are going to the board and asking them why this is happening. Us being allowed access to vote and our community being impacted by these things is very crucial and something that we need to be looking at and paying close attention to within modern day. The second law is equal protection under the law. This is also critical, particularly in relation to the criminal justice system. As we see, the criminal justice system isn't always fair. Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of the ways that Black people are treated versus white people within the justice system. We can compare sentences, we can compare crimes, we can even look at wrongfully given death penalties to Black people within the system. We can look at police brutality, all these things, disparity in policing, sentences, and incarceration. So things that I just mentioned. Rates highlights the ongoing need for civil rights protection to ensure the fairness, safety, and justice for African Americans. So, the summary of the Trump article. The article explains that Trump's executive orders rolled back diversity, equity, which is DEI, and inclusion, and accessibility within federal agency. So, accessibility initiatives and institutions receiving federal funding. These actions limited or discouraged programs addressing systematic racism, bias, and historical inequities. The ACLU argues that such rollbacks undermine civil rights progress and disproportionately harm marginalized communities, including African Americans and people with disabilities. So, DEI is a very important topic in today because we can see within our government that DEI is it's been taken back and it's frowned upon now, but it was placed to help people with diversity, equity, and include everyone in the workplace and help everybody feel included. And now that we see this, it's affecting a lot of people, it's affecting a lot of jobs, it's affecting our community, the people that work within our community, it's affecting our college students, scholarships wise and money wise and everything, just everything from it that stops us from being successful, and it kind of puts a roadblock on our path and pushes us back. So this is a summary of how I concluded that article. And two African American psychology concepts that reflect resilience is Sakofi. He reflects resilience by emphasizing, learning from ancestral history and using past struggles as wisdom to move forward. And then Spiritness, and that highlights the veneration of the person, affirming dignity, humanity, and worth despite oppression. And then two healing strategies using African concepts. Mayat based healing, which promotes balance, truth, and justice, and can be used to restore harmony when individuals and community are affected by trauma. And then community storytelling and oral tradition. And this serves as healing practices by allowing collective expressions, validations, or experiences in the preservation of culture and identity. These are both really important. because community storytelling, we see this in music, rap, our ancestors passed this down, storytelling, poetry, and it's in so many different ways now. We have podcasts, social media, so we are constantly finding a way to tell our story as a Black community. It's a beautiful thing because we understand each other with our words. And then Maya space healing is just being balance and supporting the truth and justice within everything and moving in harmony within our community, which is beautiful. But yes, this is my contemporary analyst, and thank you.